Watchy Choir, am I saying it correctly?
That's
there?
correct.
I'm joined by Marion Connors and also Eamon O'Malley. I've learned something new today already, guys, that it actually means beautiful voices.
Good afternoon, Keith. Thank you for having us in.
So that's excellent news. I've learned something new. I can relax for that part of it. But tell us, what is the choir about, or who's involved in the choir? Eamon,
well, I'm the musical director of the choir. The choir is it's a local amateur choir of what we call upper voice choir, which is women's voices, sopranos and altos. It's an amateur choir. We give 2 concerts a year along with competition concerts that we do from time to time. We have a concert coming up on Friday evening in Old St. Mary's at 8 o'clock, and we also have a few guest performances from local young musicians.
Okay, and when you say an amateur choir, can anybody come along? You looking for new members? You would like new members?
Absolutely, always looking for new members. And I mean, you know, we'll have a lot of people who haven't sung since they were in school. I mean, this isn't a choir for people who, you know, a lot of people might like the idea of being in a choir, but they might have been told once in school, or you're singing too loud, or you can't sing. This is exactly the type of choir for people like that, who have an interest in music, and who'd like to express that, but maybe you can't read music and that puts you off. It shouldn't. I mean, we cater to everybody of all ages and of all abilities.
Well, that's excellent, because I would say there are a great deal of people out there who would love to be able to at least give it a go.
Well, I've only ever sung in church choirs.
Okay, you've only ever sung in church choirs.
This is my first, 3-part harmony choir.
And how do you find it, Marion?
It's excellent. I love it. Yeah.
And did you have any problems adjusting at the beginning?
Just slightly. It's just a matter of tuning out when, say, the sopranos or the mezzos part. I'm an alto. So it's just a matter of learning your part and your part only.
Yeah, but that's the difficult part of it, all right, because I'm always listening to choirs and I find it fascinating that one part can ignore the other part.
But you see, this is
I find myself singing along with it all.
And that is the challenge when you're directing a choir, conducting a choir, that everybody every section remains compartmentalised from the other sections, and they don't allow themselves to get contaminated.
Okay.
Once you learn to tune out, from the other voices around you, and you're listening to just your own group.
Okay.
You know, there may be 1 or 2 of them standing beside you, they may be behind you or in front of you. And for me, that's how I just concentrate.
So you're talking kind of power of the mind type thing, cut everybody else out except yourself.
Yeah. But you see, Eamon is very good as well as a musical director, because what he does for us is he puts each of our parts, the soprano part, the mezzo part and the alto part, on CD for us.
Okay.
And then we can go away and listen to that, and we're just listening to our
I understand.
parts.
Without any of the other parts on
and we're
it.
just listening to
If somebody can read music or if somebody can't read music, we can cater to both of them. Because
I don't read music.
So exactly. I mean, I'd say the majority of the choir can't read music, and I mean, to read and sing music is a hard thing to do. A lot of musicians would find it hard even. But as I said, we try and cater for all that by giving people CDs and little kind of almost crib sheets of what they need to learn.
Well, it's fantastic, and I love the fact that it's so all-encompassing as well, like that so many people can come along if they wish to do so.
All
like we were saying, there's so many people out there who it's just fear that would probably stop them. Fear of silly or something.
Many people, they love music, but they can't play an instrument. And as I said, maybe once they were told in school, "Oh, you're too loud a singer," and they get self-conscious about that.
Of course.
And like lots of people do. But you come to a choir, and because you're in a group and lots of people are singing around you, you lose a lot of that self-consciousness, and you get to kind of, you're taking part in music making, which for, a lot of people is something that they don't do enough of.
Absolutely. Well, let's have a little sample of it. We have a little sample of the Belle Voci Choir. Am I saying it correct now? Because you told me it was Belle at the right. Okay, so it's Belle Voci Choir, and here is a little sample of the choir. little snippet of the Belvoici Choir. It sounds like they're having great fun.
It's great fun.
That's the whole thing, because as it is an amateur choir, if people didn't enjoy it, they wouldn't be doing it.
Absolutely.
You know?
And there's some of the upbeat songs as well that it sounds terrific.
And can I also mention that second piece that we listen to the cantate, we're taking part in the AIMS, Association of Irish Musical Societies, competition for choirs in New Ross. On the 24th, Sunday the 24th. And that is one of the pieces that we're doing, the cantate Domino Alleluia.
Okay, well, fantastic. You'll have to come back to us and let us know how you get on. But let's talk about the night. It's happening on a Friday night.
It is.
Friday night, yeah. That's a small selection of what we'll be playing, but in a way, we cover a lot more than just sort of, we had Do Ron Ron there, because I guess what we have is a big girl group, so I said, let's do a girl group song. But we also do a lot of work in which would be kind of light classical and also sacred choral. So we kind of touch on a lot of genres and a lot of different styles. So I think there's something there for everybody, for people of all tastes. And combined with that, then we've got 3 local young musicians who are performing in between our songs, which so it's a great opportunity to hear some of that as well. So you're getting not just the choir, you're also getting a clarinetist, pianist, and a young Irish traditional singer as well.
A great night of music ahead. So it's Old St Mary's in Clonmel. It's on Friday night, the 15th of May. Admission is €10 and free entry for those under 12 years of age. Look at Eamon O'Malley and Marion Connors. Thanks so much for joining me this afternoon.
Keith, thank you very much, as usual, for your support and for
not a problem at all. Delighted to do so, and have a good night on Friday night, and keep in touch with us about your competition.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
24 minutes after 3.